Hey guys, Ron here, and that was literally the best Pokemon Direct that has ever existed. Especially of the ones that were a surprise and weren't, you know, about announcing a new game. Like, Mystery Dungeon Remake, that looks awesome in a watercolor style, I thought that was enough for me. I'm like, okay, that's cool, even though I probably wasn't really too hyped about it. That's a good Direct. And then maybe some Home. But then we got Pokemon Sword and Shield Expansion Pass, 2 of them, with exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna scrub through this trailer, and we're gonna talk about it. Anything that's not in the trailer that's actually in the Direct, that's exclusive to the Direct and not the trailer, go check it out for yourself. That'll be a nice surprise. We're gonna talk about the things that were at least in the trailer. I'm gonna show you basically screenshots of it. I'm gonna pause, and we're gonna talk about it. Talk about my opinion on it. We don't know as much information as we need, because honestly, I don't want more information. I want this information to trickle out throughout the year. That way, we're always hyped about Pokemon. That sounds like the most fun experience ever. And in terms of the locations that we're gonna experience in this new expansion pass, they're exactly what I want. They're the islands that seem to be present in the Alola region, but we didn't get to the tundras that we couldn't access. Exactly what that's literally the word that I want to use throughout I'm gonna use it throughout the whole video. Exactly what I personally wanted. I don't know what you wanted. You probably wanted something different. Again, this is paid DLC. Half of the people watching probably didn't want paid DLC, even though, I mean, what do you expect? Free work. So let's start. I know that people are gonna say, no, we just expected a full game, but Sword and Shield was one of the most fun Pokemon experiences for me. Definitely the most flawed, and this is what kind of fixes that. And fixes that and adds more Pokemon. Adds more Pokemon, like 200 more, 200 plus more. Adds new Pokemon that we've never seen before, and the people who don't buy the DLC, they can still access the 200 plus Pokemon that weren't in the decks before. So, it fixes those problems and adds more fun. Because the new areas are like wild areas. You're able to move the camera and everything. But let's start. Like, literally, see, even the concept art. This is the kind of locale that I wanted to see in DLC or in a Pokemon Gun. Like, islands. This is gonna look amazing in the sunset. And my favorite places in Breath of the Wild were like the island, like the beach locations. Sorry, I'm a bit sick. I'm not a bit. I'm actually really sick. I wasn't expecting to do this. So, forgive any sneezing or weird voice. Okay. Like, look at this. Look at this. Oh my, this is exactly what I want. This is exactly what I want. I want marshy areas. I want all the locations that we didn't get in this looks like Breath of the Wild. Of course, it's gonna be in the style of Sword and Shield. But like, in terms of the lighting, that's exactly what I want. This is good concept art. I'm gonna save this, and I have a whole folder of just pretty Pokemon scenery. It's at least 100, I think like almost 200 pieces of art, mostly fan art, obviously, that just shows Pokemon scenery, and this is going to that. Okay, as you see, this is a little sneak peek of basically everything that we're gonna see. It's already looking good. Well, first, Galarian and Slowpoke. Now, we're gonna be able to access Galarian and Slowpoke right now, before the DLC even comes out. There's gonna be one DLC for the island in June, I believe. We'll find out in the end of this. This is not a news video. This is just my reaction to a lot of things, what my opinion are. So any information that you get from here could be 20% wrong. So, but Galarian Slowpoke is gonna be one of the first things from the DLC we can access even before the DLC comes out. But look at that thing. I mean, it's a Slowpoke with, maybe it's more tasty? Is that like honey on its head and tail? I mean, I didn't expect to eat Slowpoke brains, but if we're all doing it, I guess I'm doing it too. There's a lot of... Okay, so this is the new dojo. This is actually the guy, as you see, he's Leon's either master or... I guess he helped train Leon. And so he has his own dojo, and we're gonna help him do things. That's basically what one of the DLC is about. And his is gonna be on the island, and it's gonna be honestly, I'm glad that the DLC has story to it too. And we're going to be able to access these new gym trainers that you're going to be able to, these gym leaders that they're not leaders yet, I guess, because just like we found out in Pokemon Sword and Shield, there are trainers that don't get their gyms because they didn't do well enough in the tournaments. But in some other, in a parallel universe, they did do well, and they are the gym leaders of their own game. But there's gonna be so much new customizable clothing and hairstyles. We can get like it was whizzing by, but we can get like Rose's hair or Marnie's hair, if you can see in the bottom. Marnie's bag. You can change. I mean, this is beautiful. This is exactly what you need. What's great about it is it's a continuation of the same content instead of a separate game. So it's gonna be all this new stuff that would have happened in a Pokemon, Sword and Shield 2 or Pokemon Gun would have been, in a separate game. It wouldn't have been the same. But this is just a continuation, which is awesome. This is exactly what I wanted. Although exactly what I wanted would have been a Black and White 2 kind of thing, where it's 2 years later. But hopefully we get to experience, some things with Hao and Marnie and Sonia later, and even Leon. So here are the new gym leaders. This is the new gym trainer, or the new, she's not really a gym trainer, but the poison type trainer that we get to explore the island with, I guess. She is exclusive to Sword, and I'm happy because I like her better than the other one. Although I like the other one too, but I like her more, so I'm glad that I have Sword. And I love the poison. The poison gym outfit is, I think, one of my favorites. I think I like it. I think I like it more than the grass. I think it's my favorite. And then we have the psychic guy. Psychic dude is Avery, I believe. Amazing. The balls float around his head. Great. I love him. Wow. Like, this looks like a Pokemon trainer. This looks like a Pokemon character. So I'm glad this is happening. I'm glad we got to see exactly. People have been making art of the various trainers that they expect to see in Black 2, in Sword and Shield 2, like the extra gym leaders. And now we're getting them, so that's awesome. And then we get to see a glimpse of like various Pokemon that didn't make it into the game, and now they're in the game. Volcarona, Kingdra, Talonflame, and then we can finally access Lycanroc. We can finally access the Kanto starters, and they have Gigantamax forms. That is awesome. These change more to the Pokemon than Mega Evolution, and that's why I really like Gigantamax forms. These are not only just Pokemon with a little added features. These are just crazy concepts that are menacing most of the time, and I love that. Like, these look like monsters. They look like kaiju. Trying to get a glimpse of Blastoise. I think Blastoise looks even like, look at that. It just has it's like a whole artillery. It's a whole like fortress on his back, and I love the patterns on his skin. This is awesome. I like this a lot. I love this. And then, guys, then the starters of Galar get their Gigantamax forms. Okay, this is what I'm getting. This is what I'm gonna have now. Although I'm about to complete my regional decks, so I'm gonna be able to maybe access the other ones too. I don't know. They'll probably have to get them in raids, or I don't know. Maybe you just they only give it to your starter. I don't know. This is my favorite out of the Galarian starter Gigantamax, so I'm glad I picked Rillaboom. This is awesome, and its hair is drumming the things that it can't reach. That is awesome. This is epic. It summons a whole forest. That's what I want from Gigantamax form. Epic stuff, and it summons an entire forest. That's awesome. Look at this boy. This looks cool. I love it when he's crossing his arms. Yeah, I think Cinderace has the best personality out of the Galarian starters. I love him. Look, he's on a Pyro-Ball, and Pyro-Ball I think is almost everybody's favorite like move in the game. Just to expand upon that lore, this is awesome. It has like a whole entire planet under him that he's gonna kick at you. That's awesome. Now, Inteleon, his Gigantamax form is my least favorite, but although he has a gun, It's awesome. This is cool though, and it's like he's a sniper high up. That's awesome. That is awesome. I mean, that's That is the word to describe it. The others were epic. This is just awesome. Okay. We are getting a glimpse of. Look, okay. Just for a second, because that's what I want, and I also don't want to trigger the copyright stuff. That's why. Okay. These are new wild areas that we're getting to access. So in the future, this kind of proves that in the future, maybe when there's a Sinnoh remake, or definitely in Generation 9, routes are basically going to be like more wild areas. Oh, finally, we get more dungeon-like places. Okay, this is what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted when I saw the map of Galar for the first time months ago. I wanted regions like this. I wanted areas where it looked like the beaches of Breath of the Wild. And you know, the beaches seem to be accessible in the map, but they aren't in the game. This is what we got. We got this. To people, a lot of people are gonna, you know, it's gonna suck that they have to pay for it. But like, so I'm gonna pay for it. I have the means to pay for it, luckily, fortunately, with my blessed life. I'm privileged. But like, but I'm getting what I want, so you can't expect me to not be happy. like beaches. That's what was missing in Sword and Shield, because beaches are the best. So now, like, I think Galar's gonna probably be the most diverse region now, if it has beaches and more accessible tundra. That was the Island of Armor. Okay, that was pretty cool. The Isle of Armor is gonna come first, and then we have finally we can access tundra stuff. We can access cold areas. Other than that, I mean, this was my favorite route. I think this is Route 9 or 10 is here. Route 10? No, that's Route 10. Route 9 was my favorite area in the game. It was definitely the most fleshed out route. So more of that, please, and thank you. Look at this! Finally, areas with actual big areas of like a wild area with snow. Because what upset me about the wild area's snow mechanic is that the snow didn't accumulate on the ground when it was snowing. Now we got wild area with snow. God damn, that's awesome. And it's like, even the other places that don't have snow on the ground, like this is just a tundra area. This is, you know, cold area that doesn't have snow on the ground. And this is, and some graves and tombs. This looks like England, not gonna lie. That looks like the countryside of the UK. And then this huge tree. This looks at this. I mean, sorry, this is a you know, an improvised video, so I don't have awesome synonyms to use, but like, I'm all for this. This is exactly, and then we got new Pokemon and new forms of Pokemon that are probably Gigantamax. Like, look at this concept art. This is beautiful. Wow, these are like ruins. This is like the Temple of Time in is it the Temple of Time? Again, I only played Breath of the Wild. The Temple of Time in Breath of the Wild, or the Temple of the Goddess, whatever it's called. That guy's awesome. Who does he remind me of? I guess he looks like a darker Rose. If this is Rose's older brother, that would be awesome. This is Leon's cousin, if this is our uncle, or if this is Raihan's father. Probably not. All dark-skinned people have to be related. But I just want more lore. And this guy looks sick, so I want it to be related to other people that I like. Legendaries are back, and they're gonna be part of the story! They have actual temples, we're not just gonna be given them! Look at that! That's awesome! Oh, this is flashback to when I was a kid and playing Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald. This is exactly what I want. Wow, thank you. Like, I'm not like bowing down to Game Freak right now, but like, they're giving me things that trigger my nostalgia, or trigger what I guess this is what they wanted. That's capitalism for you. But like, this is a simple pleasure, and it's not destructive. This is very safe to indulge in. I love this. I love this so much. That is awesome. I don't know what they're doing in Galar, but the Temple of the Regis. God, that is amazing. And then, what are these? What are those? Are we finally getting other we're in the age where we're finally getting other Regis. This is a thing I imagined when I was, what, 12? From age 8 to 12, I was imagining other Regis. We have Regielektric? Is that a dark type Regi? Is that even possible? Is he made of dead people? What is this guy? That is awesome. He looks like Yveltal. This is cool. This is cool. Then we have a glimpse of Galarian Slowpoke evolves into this Galarian Slowbro that we don't know about. Is he goth? What is he? Is he afraid of the sun? Does he dry up? I don't know. We'll find out. He's wearing some kind of poncho. More clothes, more accessible stuff. We get to like more accessible stuff that are, you know, gear that other characters were wearing. You know, like Team Flare. Getsus? Is that Getsus's thing, or is that that, I think that's the thing that the Dexio. No, that's not. That is something from Gen 5 or 6. Okay. More Pokemon that we didn't have before in the decks. And then this was the coolest thing. What you're about to see was the coolest thing. Who are you? These are either the Gigantamax forms or just different forms of the birds, of the legendary birds from Kanto. Look at that guy! Look at this guy! Look at this man! This is Superior Articuno! That is... It shoots ice from its eyes! Or is it psychic? Is it psychic ice? What's going on? Okay. My favorite is Zapdos right now. Like, look at that thing. And he runs, he walks. Oh my god. And this is exactly what I want in a new form of in terms of the color scheme. This is exactly what I want in a new form of Zapdos. Like a more orangey and more black. Oh my god, this is like an ostrich. That is good looking. I am not disappointed. These look fresh. And that's the thing. Moltres was my least favorite. This is epic. It looks like a Ho-Oh. This looks good. They all look good. They did not disappoint with these. They did not disappoint. And honestly, the Pokemon is where you want them not to be disappointing. The Pokemon are awesome. Now, they introduced new Pokemon. They introduced in the Direct, they showed the pre-evolved form of these two new Pokemon. I think Urshifu is this Pokemon. I forgot the name of the pre-evolution. I'm just gonna show you this. You find the normal form. This is their Gigantamax forms, which look better, honestly. So you're getting the best shot here. But you go to Cerebi and find the other ones. And the pre-evolved form is this cute little fighting bear. This is Pokemon right now. This is what Pokemon is. We're getting DLC. We're getting more Pokemon, new forms, actual stories. Oh my god. I don't want to hype myself too much, but now that, and then more legendaries. Look at this little psychic grass type. It has a huge sprout on its head, and it looks like a deer that is short. This is a character. It kind of looks like a Fakemon, but in a good way because it looks good. But it looks like designs that we've seen in Fakemon that like people love, that like from like Generation 2. Like it looks like a Generation 2 Pokemon, honestly. That is beautiful, and it opens its eyes. It has eyes! That's epic! Okay, guys. You guys get it by now. You guys get what this thing is. Go check out the trailer by yourself. Because it's awesome. Good thing it didn't have any new music, or else I would have been compelled to show the music too and then got copyright strike. But no, there's no new music so far. But we're gonna get new music! That's awesome. Maybe that's why they didn't want to release the album already on iTunes or anything, because there's more music coming. So look forward to that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed my thoughts on this. Yours are probably different, so say them in the comment. Try to be polite, you know, because some people want hype. If you want to, you know, not be hyped and be the opposite of hyped, you have the right, but not in my space where I'm hyped. So do that somewhere else. But find your own space. But if you want to be, you know, polite about it and show your disappointment, yeah, you can do that in the comment section, obviously. But just be polite. And that's it. So guys, make sure to check out the new video that's coming out on Sunday. It's a collab with Candy Eevee. You're gonna love it. So make sure to check her channel out if you don't know who Candy Eevee is. And I'll see you guys very soon.